Hello, and happy Thursday night. Guys, I gotta tell you the truth. Earlier today, I actually called a coworker and low key yelled at them for not telling me that a whole bunch of stuff that was due today had been canceled or whatever because I didn't see it anywhere. And then she was like, "Today's Thursday. It's not Friday." And I went, "Oh, yeah, it is Thursday. It was me. I messed up. I thought it was Friday." So that was embarrassing. Don't recommend it. Not a great experience. Joey DiPaolo just sweetly offered to help me breed my all-weather horses. If he'd looked, he would have noticed I already bred all those. I mean, there's only like 5 of each, so it was kind of easy to knock those out. All right, we have 14 races tonight. Don't forget to get your bets in. Pick 4, pick 6 daily double. All those things pay out tomorrow for the year. And the first race is the Philly Turf Dash, a field of 16. On the fence for Rafa Usaz is Zamina, a Steward bred who's 4 for 6. Lord Seabreeze is the daughter of Lord's Champion. This one comes back to me when she's done. It's one of the few horses I'm like super excited about. Number 3 is Hourglass for Diane Townsend. You guys have got to check out this horse's headshot if you haven't. 5 for 6 on this daughter of Matawan. The Cliffs of Moher for Aidan O'Brien. This filly by Face the Black is 4 for 5 and is coming off of 4 straight victories, including the Grade 1 Apache Cat. Rafa also has a horse similarly named to Zamina, and this is Zaviria. She is 4 for 6. Blazing Blue Eyes for Gwen Morse. I think I also get this one back. She's out of Red Gold Hair. 6 for 7. Nice training job, Gwen. Randall Allen has the W.C. Lee bred Small Problems by Wootton Bassett, 2 for 6. Then we have Distillery District for Andrew James. Daughter of Into the Mystic has never been worse than second in 7 starts. Nancy's Nature for Art K Stables. I was looking at this horse earlier. She's by Nature Strip. She's 5 for 6. And her second dam is $2.7 million earner Ollie Wolf, who won this race back in year 53. Port Wine Toe for Poke Buffalo by Beast in Black. Has never been worse than second in 6 starts. Oh my gosh, I just accidentally closed the race. It's a disaster, guys. See the Drama, the 11 for Ma's Springs is a white filly, 2 for 7. Then comes Ascendant Warrior for Brian Levitt, a Steward bred that cost $1.2 million. She's by Maller. Divinity for Gigi Go Faster. Another good headshot here. Serenity Sky bred this daughter of Into the Mystic. Gigi paid, it's a lease for $1 million. Mr. Lord Rich also has Alone Without You, who's 4 for 7 with 3/3. Across the Universe for Chris Barber is also 3 for 7. This one's by Churchyard Gates. And rounding out the field for Poke Buffalo, Bag in Box by Beast in Black. Another 4 wins here, and that's your field. Did you guys get your bets in? Looks like the betting pool is actually pretty legit. It's a great headshot, right? See, Diane Townsend reminds me that where she is, today is Friday, and as such, I was right. Even my kids thought it was Friday. The year 70 Derby is the day before the real life Belmont. But the real life Belmont is really soon, which means the year turnover is really soon. Wait, is that true? I'm gonna cry. They're off in the Philly Turf Dash. Nancy's Nature bubbled at the start. Slow start, too, for See the Drama. The Cliffs of Moher out to the lead. Blazing Blue Eyes and Divinity. Hourglass and Alone Without You. Then Distillery District. Xaviria. Port Wine Toe. Then Zamina. Lord Seabreeze. Nancy's Nature and Ascendant Warrior. See the Drama. Small Problems. 2 back to Bag and Box. And Across the Universe is at the back of the field as they round that far turn with the Cliffs of Moher leading them a half over Blazing Blue Eyes, who keeps the pressure on with Hourglass now up in the third. Distillery District is coming on from the back back as Divinity drops back, and Lord Seabreeze getting involved as they come into the stretch of the Philly Turf Dash. The Cliffs of Moher has led throughout. Blazing Blue Eyes getting a little bit tired, but still hanging in there. Lord Seabreeze and Hourglass. Ascendant Warriors coming from mid-pack, then Distillery District. It's the Cliffs of Moher. She needs the wire. Hourglass in second. Lord Seabreeze. The Cliffs of Moher hangs on. She wins it by a neck over Hourglass and Lord Seabreeze, then Blazing Blue Eyes, who held for fourth over Ascendant Warrior fifth. The official winner is the Cliffs of Moher. She's a 2-year-old roan filly by Face the Wind out of Dramatics by Composer, a homebred for Aidan O'Brien, who is now 5 for 6 lifetime. Next up, we have the Turf Dash, the boys' version of this race, and this one only drew 12. I'm okay with that, though. On the fence for Eric Nalbone is the unbeaten Friend of Bill. 4 for 4 on this Son of 10 Sovereigns. Number 2, Numbskull for Raoul Powers. Matt Walker bred this one. Beast in Black, the sire here. 3 wins in 3 seconds in 7 starts. Number 3, My Secret Beat for Sten Reno Hawkinson. 2 for 6 lifetime. Never run in a stakes race, but is coming off a nice non-winners of 2 win in Florida. Number 4, Alert Status Red for Laura Smith. She often wins these kinds of races. 3 for 5 lifetime coming out of the Silver Slipper, but before that had won 2 grade 1s in a row. Spark My Fire for Mr. Lord Rich is by Leroy Jenkins. 3 for 5 with 2 seconds. He is grade 1 placed. Number 6, Ronald Reagan. Another Beast in Black here. This one for Cesar Reyes. 3 for 6. Was third in the Favorite Trick Stakes. 2 back behind 2 Routers. Probably the best sprinter of that group. Number 7, Brokeback Mountain for Yulene Sarab. The Tangent son of Satono Samurai is 2 for 7 with 4 seconds. Was second last out behind Lonely Richard, who is in this race. Number 8, Frankie Fourfist for Art K Stables. The Son of Nature Strip is 6 for 7 lifetime and is coming off a grade 1 win in South Africa. Number 9, Janik Sinner for Randall Allen. Another WC Lee bred here by Clear the Air. 2 for 6 was 8th in grade 3 company last out. Here he is, Lonely Richard, your winner of the Silver Slipper for the MK Stables. Mama Beat Papa, the sire here. 3 for 7. Lost to Numbskull earlier this season, and also Janik Sinner. Number 11, Super Danehill for Evangelist Marinis. The Son of Zog is 2 for 7, coming off a 4th place effort. And rounding out the field, number 12, Forgotten Gates for Chris Barber, a homebred by Churchyard Gates, who's 3 for 6, and multiple stakes placed. That's your field. 1 minute to post. Go eat your pizza. That's fine. Who do you guys like? Diane has pizza. I have nothing. My food has arrived. I look forward to eating it in an hour. Alright, it's post time. Let's rock and roll. They're off in the Stewards Cup Turf Dash. A fantastic beginning for all but My Secret Beat, and Ronald Reagan is going to show the way early from mid-pack. Towards the rail, that's Numbskull and Frankie Fourfist on the outside. Then Alert Status Red and My Secret Beat. Lonely Richard and Friend of Bill on the fence. Spark My Fire and Brokeback Mountain, those 3 are right together. Super Danehill, Forgotten Gates, and Janik Sinner in the back. And it is a very tightly bunched group as they round that turn in this 5.5 furlong sprint, with Numbskull taking the lead over Ronald Reagan. Alert Status Red now up in a third as Frankie Fourfist drops back. Lonely Richard is gaining ground and Friend of Bill on his heels. Brokeback Mountain too, and they go swinging into the stretch in the Turf Dash, and it's Numbskull to catch. Ronald Reagan tired. Alert Status Red gets second now. Lonely Richard is coming on and Friend of Bill there too. It's Numbskull. Can he hold off Alert Status Red? Lonely Richard down the center, but Numbskull under Marco Everett wins the Turf Dash. Numbskull by a neck. Alert Status Red second, Lonely Richard third, then Ronald Reagan and Friend of Bill. The official winner is Numbskull. I gotta say, that's a new one, guys. A 2-year-old black colt by Beast in Black out of Numb the Pain by Gaelic Symphony. Matt Walker bred this one, now owned by Raoul Powers. Is that a first SC alert? Guys, where's Brian? Who's putting up the little red lights? No one told me. It's a first SC. There's Laurel. Thanks, Laurel. This horse was sold at auction for $123,000, and now he is a Stewards Cup winner. Juvenile Filly Sprint, another 5.5 furlong race, comes up next, $1 million on the line. I feel like these races usually have 16 horses, but I would like to note for the record I am not complaining. I am just commenting that there's only 10, which I happen to be fond of. W.C. Lee owns this one, a homebred on the fence named Princess's Tears. The daughter of the Evil Empire is 4 for 7. Number 2, Verbiage for Gigi Go Faster. Serenity Sky. I'm wondering if this is another lease. Another The Evil Empire here. I do feel like there's a lot of Evil Empires running. This one's 1 for 7. Has been top 3 6 times. Number 3, The Unbeaten Alentia for Jennifer Klebesh. The daughter of Solar Punk is 6 for 6 so far, and she was a Grade 1 winner 2 back. Number 4, Cartel Empire and Evil Empire here for Xander Zone. This one's out of a mare I'm obsessed with named Smuggler's Prize, and Xander won't just give her to me like a jerk. 5 for 6, and her lone loss did come last out. Do you need something I can pause really quick? Okay, hold on. Entry clerk is looking hungry. Number 5, Scorpio Storm. The daughter of My Scorpio for Chris Barber is 4 for 6 lifetime, has won 3 in a row. Then comes Hawktua for Chris Barber. Yeah, we all are there. At Time's End, the sire of this one, who's 3 for 6, has won 2 in a row. Splendid Mikazi for Art K Stables. This one is by Perfectly Splendid, and out of the 700K earner Zabanajan. Royal Relay for Chris is a daughter of King Crowder, 3 for 5, has won 2 in a row. Ill Tempered for Yulene Sarah. You have to tell me again how to say your name, because I forget and I feel bad every time. 3 for 7 for this daughter of rock and roll. Rounding out the field is the stablemate, and this is Foalista by a Legalist. That's your field. Who do you guys like? You've got about 30 seconds to tell me, and then it'll be too late. Couple votes for Alentia. They're in the gate. They're off in the Juvenile Fillies Sprint. 1 step slow for Splendid Mikazi, who is now rushed up to take the lead, and Ill-Tempered from the outside gonna join her. Alentia between horses Verbiage and Royal Relay, then Foalista. Cartel Empire Scorpio Storm Hawktua is second last, and then Princess's Tears on the fence is last. It's Ill-Tempered and Splendid Mikazi who are dueling for the lead, and Alentia moves up a bit to get closer. Verbiage and Foalista. Cartel Empire, Royal Relay, Scorpio Storm, and they come to the top of the stretch, and they're chasing the dueling leaders, Splendid Mikazi and Ill-Tempered. But here's Alentia, and she's swooping past them. Alentia quickly takes command and pulls away. Alentia 3 lengths clear in the Juvenile Filly Sprint. Splendid Mikazi and Ill-Tempered. It's Alentia 7 for 7. Splendid Mikazi, Ill-Tempered, Foalista, and Cartel Empire. The official winner is Alentia, a 2-year-old gray filly by Solar Punk out of Jadzia by Sire Line. She's now 7 for 7 for Jennifer Klebsch. whose last Stewards Cup win was in year 51. I actually thought it was more recent than that, but it was a lie. Are we just doing red lights now for funsies? Aw, Jennifer's happy. Hey, Jennifer, I'll give you 12 million for this animal right now. Next up, we have the juvenile sprint. These are the boys and the last of our short races. Womp womp. Poke Buffalo on the fence with Gaming Squad, a Steward bred who's 2 for 7. John Smith bred the number 2, now owned by Joe Shaw. That is Baxter the dog. Number 3 for Brendan Schultz, a homebred Teoscar. Teoscar? Oscar? I don't know. Zavanajah, the sire here, 4 for 6 with 2 seconds, is a 3-time stakes winner. Number 4, come on, you know, for Chris Barber by the Evil Empire. Coming off a non-winners of 3 victory with a 91, before that was second in the Oceanside Futurity. To a horse I think is in here. Number 5, Igneous for Serenity Sky by Just Elated. This one is 3 for 7 lifetime. He's coming off a win in the Puerto Rico Futurity. Number 6, Homie Ship for Mike Bryan, homebred by Gutless, 3 for 6. Won a grade 1 at the Spa earlier this year. And number 7, Carcinogenic by Thrash, 5 for 6 with a second, Brandon Schultz homebred. John Smith also has a homebred here with 8th House by My Scorpio. I love all the different sires and stuff here. Number 9, Coati. I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say Coati. I don't know what it's really supposed to be. Do you guys know? Chris Barber by Sinister Mister, 2 for 7. Coati? Coati? Cotai? Is it Cotai? I think it's Cotai. Teoscar. Thank you, Bexley. Number 10 is that Toxic Masculinity for Xander Zone by the Evil Empire. This guy's won 2 in a row, including the Grade 1 Oceanside Futurity by 2 3/4 lengths. And rounding out the field for Yulene is Vandalist by a Legalist, 2 for 7. Won the Parting of the Red Sea Stakes, 2 back. That's your field. Nice little evenly matched field here. That is so unhelpful. Someone just sent me a screenshot that is so unhelpful. It's a cat thing. Coati. Thanks, Sue. Wow, it just like really hit me hard that Stormy's not coming tonight. Like really just hit me. That's sad. Post time for the juvenile sprint. We have a field of 11 set to go 5.5 furlongs, 1 million on the line. They're off in the juvenile sprint. Come on, you know, stumbled at the start. Toxic Masculinity and Gaming Speed. The 2 horses bookend this field from the rail in post 10, and they kick away a length clear of Coati, then Homie Ship, 8th House, and Come On You Know after the bad beginning, Igneous, Vandalist is widest of all, Teoscar, then Carcinogenic, and Baxter the dog is at the back of the field. It's Toxic Masculinity, and he's leading a length to Gaming Squad and Coati, then Homie Ship. Another 2 back to Teoscar, and then 8th House, Carcinogenic, and Come On You Know, Igneous, and Vandalist. Baxter the dog is last as they sweep around the turn into the stretch, and it's Toxic Masculinity that they've got to catch. Coati has his sight on him and gets closer. Gaming Squad getting tired. Homie Ship and Teoscar. It is Toxic Masculinity, and he's not slowing down, and I just threw my book on the ground with my foot. Toxic Masculinity is going to win it easily. Coati, second. Gaming Squad, third. Then Homie Ship and Teoscar. The official winner is Toxic Masculinity, a 2-year-old black colt by the Evil Empire out of My Texas Gal by Sinister Mister, a homebred for Xander Zone who is now 5 for 7 lifetime. Now we move to the turf in 2 turns for the first time with the Juvenile Fillies Turf. We have a full field of 16 here. And on the fence, that is Carotene for Xander Zone, trying to go 2 in a row in this 1 mile race. Number 2, Behold My Story for Hope Bentley. This one is 2 for 5. Then comes Princess of the Mile for Jonathan Fisher, a filly by Son of War, who's 3 for 4, including a grade 1 in Australia last out. Number 4, Satisfactory for Serenity Sky by War is Over, just 1 for 4, but multiple stakes placed. Dizian Dorby for Jonathan Fisher, a filly by Nightwatch, who's 2 for 4. Delight. Lily Wilkins pops up for the first time with this August Rodin daughter, 3 for 3, unbeaten. Number 7, Tiffany Case for Kent Saunders by Nightwatch is 3 for 4 with a second. She's a grade 1 winner. Arise and Shine for Mr. Lord Rich. This one's by a stallion I've literally never heard of in my life named Reba Hui. I don't know what that is, but I'm looking at him now. Now he's on my radar, 3 for 4. Number 9 for Serenity Sky is Empath by War is Over. Never been worse than second. Number 10, Silly Brazil by Romario. For Chris Barber, just 1 for 4, but that one win was in a stakes race. Number 11, Pistol for MK Stables by Backstreet Boy, 2 for 4. Fourth last out in a grade 1, but before that did beat other grade 1 runners in the London debutante. Number 12, Santa Beatrice Z. We all know who owns that one. St. Mark's Basilica is the sire, 3 for 4. Number 13, Skyward Sword for Danny Derby by Nightwatch is 2 for 3. Big Yawn, that's going to be me during the Asian calls later, by Chris Barber, owned by Chris Barber. Nightwatch the sire here. Keeley, also a Chris Barber. Romario is the sire, and rounding out the field, Kachikin, which I was thinking was supposed to be Ketchikan, but I might just say Kachikin, because it's out of Alaska Cruise, so I think it's supposed to be Ketchikan, but that's taken, so it's Ketchikan. I get what he's going for. Guys, pronounce Gendorbe. Okay, I'm going to attempt to remember that. No promises. I'm going to eat one bite of my food, though. So just sit tight. I gotta be honest, guys, that was 3 bites, and they were delightful. You guys are betting like crazy tonight, and I don't even think Craig McGee's in here. Is Craig in here? They're off in the Juvenile Fillies turf. Empath was 1 step slow. Keeley from the way outside is rushed up to the lead. And Jen Dorby, Arise and Shine, and Big Yawn. Tiffany Case and Princess of the Mile. Silly Brazil, Empath, Pistol, then Carotene. Skyward Sword, Kachikin, Santa Beatrice Z, Behold My Story, Delight, and Satisfactory's at the back of the field as they round that first turn into the backstretch, and it's Keeley leading by 2. Slowed the field down now, Arise and Shine in second, Jean Dorby and Tiffany Case, Big Yawn and Princess of the Mile. Empath is sitting in 7th, Silly Brazil is 8th, Pistol, Skyward Sword, Carotene, Kachikin, then Santa Beatrice Z, Behold My Story, Delight, and Satisfactory Factory is a good 12 lengths off the leader. The leader is Keeley, but that lead is down to a neck as they round the far turn. Jean Dorby is up into second now, and here's Empath coming up into third. Arise and Shine can do no more. Skyward Sword coming from the back, and so is Chicken, Big Yawn, and then Santa Beatrice Z. They're into the stretch in the Juvenile Phillies turf, and now Zen Dorby takes over the lead. Empath, Keeley fights back, and then Skyward Sword and Chicken. It's Zen Dorby. Empath trying to go past her. Keeley, it's Empath on the line to win the Juvenile Phillies turf. Over Zen Dorby, Keeley, and Skyward Sword, then Chicken. The official winner is Empath, a 2-year-old Bay Filly by War Is Over, out of Streeter by Street Boss. A homebred for Serenity Sky, and I never would have guessed this was her first Stewards Cup win, because Serenity is such a hardcore player that I would have guessed that this had happened before, but apparently it hasn't. First SC alert. 2 minutes to go for the Stewards Cup Juvenile Turf, the boys' version of this race. And we have a field of 15. On the fence for Tim Matthews is homebred Exoteric. Number 2, Paladin Straight for Mel Langford. Mel, please tell me you've named a horse Doubt Demo already. Number 3, Spanish River for Kent Saunders, a homebred. Ruler of the Mile for Jonathan Fisher is the 4. Dean Celadon? Someone tell me what that's supposed to be. For the MK Stables is the 5. That one's 2 for 3. Fish for Poke Buffalo is the 6. Wiliska? I'm going to guess it's Wiliska on the 7. I'm not right, but we're going to try for Jonathan Fisher. Tamara Estes has 2 in a row. This is Super Fools, and that one's unbeaten in 3 starts. Then Black Blizzard. You'll never guess it's unbeaten in 3 starts. What are the odds of that? Sue Wentz with the 10, Drost Effect. Then, oh, you guys are trying to kill me in this race. Rhea Sylvia for Chris Barber is the 11. Echo for Shannon Hunt, the 12. Is that named after Arcane? Because I'm wondering. Akumo for Chris Barber is the 13. I swear Chris Barber is like popping more than 3 horses per race somehow. I just feel like his name keeps coming up. Sten Reno Hackinson has the 2 on the outside. Goodnight Stories and Nightmare. And now it is technically post time. Dude, Serenity, me too. Where did the race go? Oh, you guys like fell asleep, or I talked too fast, because this one only has 2,300 in the betting pool after everything else had like 30,000. They're off in the Juvenile Turf. 1 step slow for Ruler of the Mile, who's now hustled out to take the lead. Drost Effect is on the outside. Exoteric on the fence and Super Fools, then Rhea Sylvia and Black Blizzard. Paladin Straight taken back 7th, then Fish, Echo, and Dean Celadon. Akumal is outside, then Goodnight Stories taken back Spanish River. Wiliska, then Nightmare is at the back of the field. And we have a new leader, it's Drost Effect, who takes the lead going down the backstretch. Ruler of the Mile now takes back 2nd, and Exoteric is 3rd. Rhea Sylvia and Black Blizzard, Super Fools, the stablemate alongside, and Paladin Straight with Dean Celadon. Fish, Echo, Akumal, Goodnight Stories, Spanish River, Wiliska, and Nightmares at the back, and it's now Ruler of the Mile who gets back in front rounding the far turn. Black Blizzard making a move up into 2nd, and Super Fools, the stablemate, is chasing him. Exoteric, Paladin Straight gets closer, and Drost Effect is done. Then Echo, they're into the stretch in the Juvenile Turf, and it's now Black Blizzard who takes the lead. Super Fools has been glued to him throughout. They're kicking away from Ruler of the Mile and Paladin Straight up into 4th, then Exoteric and Echo. It's Black Blizzard and Super Fools, and they're throwing it down. It's a stablemate battle out here for Tamara Estes. Black Blizzard, Super Fools. Black Blizzard held on. Super Fools 2nd, a length and a half back to Ruler of the Mile, Paladin Straight, and Exoteric. The official winner is Black Blizzard, a 2-year-old black colt by Win, out of Sirocco by Nightwatch, a homebred for Tamara Estes News, now unbeaten in 4 tries. Next up, we have the debutante. And we do have a field of 12, but guys, it's time for another bite of my dinner, so talk amongst yourselves. I bet you guys are pumped for tomorrow when there's going to be Nathan here. And in theory, my dinner will already be consumed. A lot of people in the chat saying that there's awfully nice fillies in here. They're going a mile. For $1,000,000 and on the fence for Durzo Blint is American Lullaby by American Mischief. 2 for 4. Coming off a 93 speed figure win. Evangelist Marinis has Fiesta of Queen by Ralik Nam. 2 for 5. Teardrop for Durzo Blint by Banner Lord is 2 for 3. Then comes Call Me Again, Laurel Adams by Holland Road. I gotta say, please don't call me again. I hate that. Number 5, Flight of the Angels for Darcy McBride by Flightline. This one's 2 for 3. Third in Grade 1 Company last out. Dominaria for Andrew James is 1 for 3. With 2 seconds, this is a Daughter of Better Days. Pebble in the Sky, the other Andrew James runner, and this one is your winner of the Lexington Debutante Grade 1 last out. She's by American Mischief, 2 for 4. Number 8, Canyon Road, Laurel Adams with another Holland Road in here, 3 for 4. Time Travel Fantasy, the third and final Andrew James runner, and this one's by Independence Hall. One of my workers actually went to WinStar today to do a full stallion shoot for our socials, and she only got one video of Independence Hall, and I was like, what's your deal? Unbeaten in 4 tries and is a Grade 1 winner. Number 10, Mud Dauber for Tom Mudgett by Valley of Fire, 3 for 4. Justify Gunite. How did Lucas Davenport name this filly? She's by Gunite and out of Justify Holland. Wow. She is a Grade 3 winner, though, and a 3-time winner in 4 starts. Rounding out the field is Kelly Haggerty's I Caught the Moon, a Grade 1 winner in the Golden Leaf Stakes. She is by Flightline and unbeaten in 4. That's your field. They're off in the Stewards Cup Debutante. Mud Dauber from the outside goes quickly out to take the lead and crosses over. Time Travel Fantasy has to take back off of her. She wants speed too. Fiesta of Queen and Teardrop, then Canyon Road. Justify Gunite and I Caught the Moon, who takes back 7th. Dominaria, then Pebble in the Sky and American Lullaby. A length back to Call Me Again, and Flight of the Angels is at the back of the field. They're chasing Mud Dauber and Time Travel Fantasy down the backstretch, who are 2 lengths clear of Fiesta of Queen. Then Teardrop and Canyon Road. 2 back to Justify Gunite, another 2 to I Caught the Moon. Dominaria and Pebble in the Sky are right together with American Lullaby. A length back to Call Me Again, and Flight of the Angels is at the back of the field. They're rounding that turn, and it's Mud Dauber and Time Travel Fantasy, and they've been throwing it down throughout. Teardrop getting closer, and Teardrop is going to make the first move. I Caught the Moon coming on from mid-pack. Fiesta of Queen and Justify Goodnight. They turn into the stretch, and it's I Caught the Moon who swiftly takes over the lead. Teardrop's gonna go with her. They're 3 lengths clear of Mud Dauber and Time Travel Fantasy. I Caught the Moon and Teardrop, and they're right together. I Caught the Moon squeaks clear, and she wins the debutante. I Caught the Moon over Teardrop, Mud Dauber, Time Travel Fantasy, and Justify Goodnight. The official winner, I Caught the Moon. A 2-year-old bay filly by Flightline out of You Shot the Moon by Army Mule. A homebred for Kelly Haggerty, who's now unbeaten in 5 starts. 3 minutes apiece for the boys' version, the Futurity. We have a field of just 5. Love that for me and my dinner. This actually is a phenomenal field. I don't know if you guys have looked at this one. On the fence for Mr. Lord Rich is the unbeaten Homie the Clown, a son of Bannerlord, who's a Grade 1 winner last out. Number 2, the Hagwe? Someone tell me how to say that. Chris Barber, homebred by Cody's Wish, is out of $300,000 earner Rotterdam. You may remember her. 2 for 4. Then the Dirt Mile King for Durzo Blint, royally bred by Flightline out of the Dark Princess. This one has won 2 Grade 1 races in a row. Number 4 is your Lexington Futurity winner, and this is American Phantom for Donnie Hidalgo. 4 wins in 4 starts for the son of American Mischief. Rounding out the field on the outside is Tom Mudgett's Scooby-Doo by Troika. This one is out of Endeavor, the $2.6 million earning mare who won the debutante, years ago. Coming off a win in the North State Futurity. Guys, this race is stacked, even though it's only 5 horses. Let me know who you like while I shove curry in my face. I don't even think I muted it. Nope, I'm just gonna eat in your ears. It's post time for the Futurity. The field of 5 is in the gate and they're set to go. They're off. A perfect beginning. The Ague showing speed over the Dirt Mile King, and American Phantom joins them. Scooby-Doo takes back just slightly, and Homie the Clown is happy to let them all get away, and it's a 3-horse battle early with the Ague. That's not it. The Ague and the Dirt Mile King right together with American Phantom strung out 3 wide. Scooby-Doo is tucked in right behind them, and Homie the Clown drops back 5 lengths off the leader, and that leader is the Ague. The Dirt Mile King lets him go, and he's right alongside American Phantom. Those two slow it down behind the Ague. Then comes Scooby-Doo, and 5 lengths back to Homie the Clown. All riders happy with their positions as they chase the Ague to the far turn. The Dirt Mile King gets closer, so too American Phantom and Scooby-Doo. then Homie to Clown, and now we've only got 5 lengths from front to back as American Phantom makes the first move and takes over. Takes over from the Hague, who drops back. The Dirt Mile King now up into second, and Scooby-Doo. Homie to Clown is still last and needs to do better as they sweep into the stretch, and they're chasing American Phantom now. The Dirt Mile King trying to go by him. Here's Homie to Clown closing quickly, wide off the turn and gaining Scooby-Doo. It's American Phantom. The Dirt Mile King. They're 2 lengths clear of Homie to Clown. American Phantom. He's going to hold him off. And American Phantom wins over the Dirt Mile King. Homie to Clown rallied for third, then Scooby-Doo and the Hague. The official winner is American Phantom. A 2-year-old gray colt by American Mischief out of Season of Lights by Zarly. This is a homebred for Donnie Hidalgo, who is now 5 for 5. Now we're going to go a far distance as we go 1.125 in the Stewards Cup Bunbret. We have a field of 16. It's the Hague. I don't know, guys. I was making it up. Who wants to talk about all the horses who are in this race while I eat this? On the fence for Nicole Marie is Nighttime Trick 2 for 3. Sue Wentz with the homebred. It's a dry heat. That makes me laugh. We've had our first 100-degree day now. And let me tell you, it's a dry heat. But that doesn't make it more fun. Carol Hansen with the royally bred number 3 Bonfires, who's by Improvisational out of $2 million earner Fire down below. Number 4, Linguistic Kelpie for David Howard is 2 for 3. Chris Barber with Desert Shield, the 5. Durzo Blint has Starbeam, the 6. That one is by Fire Meat Gasoline out of 600K earner Starlet. Then comes Don't Trip. Good advice from Lily Wilkins, unbeaten in 2 tries. Mark Pavlak has Who Dares, the 8. Lily Wilkins with the 9, Osprey, who's 2 for 3 lifetime. She's out of $3 million earner Light in Her Eyes. Melvin Eyes for Yulene is the 10. She's 2 for 3. Fire Never Fades for Erin Sanderson. That's the 11. She's unbeaten in 2. Frost and Starlight for Nina Olson is the 12. She's by Stillfire. Number 13, My Compact for Joe Hardy. 2 for 3. Joe has not yet won a Stewards Cup race. Fleason has the next 2 horses. Savea Mira Z is the 14, which I swear she's had a horse named that before. And then number 15 is Sparkly Star Z. Rounding out the field on the way outside is Firework for Mike Springer. The daughter of August Rodin is out of Fire to Look At, the superstar mare who is somehow still breeding at age 19. Because I guess he keeps saving her? Oh no, he's just not breeding her anymore. That's valid. That's your field. They're all hot for no reason. It's absolutely facts. It's so hot. And we've got about 20 more degrees till it gets like how it's actually going to be. It's post time for the Bun Barrette. $47,000 in the betting pool. Trying to push a cat off of my pad thai. They're off. Frost and Starlight bobble the break. Way from the outside, that's Firework flashing the most speed and goes up to take the lead. It's a Dry Heat towards the inside and Melvinized, Osprey, and My Compact. Nighttime Trick, then Who Dares? Linguistic Kelpie and Sparkly Star Z. Fire Never Fades and Don't Trip. Desert Shield, Savea Mira Z. Bonfire, Starbeam. And Frost and Starlight is at the back of the field. They're chasing Firework. It's a Dry Heat now gets closer and puts the pressure on, and those two are kicking away from Melvinized third. Osprey is fourth, then comes My Compact, Nighttime Trick, and Who Dares? Sparkly Star Z and Linguistic Kelpie. Bonfire, Savea Mira Z, Don't Trip, Desert Shield, Fire Never Fades, Starbeam, and Frost and Starlight is at the back of the field. 5 furlongs left to run in the Bun Barrette, and they're chasing Firework, and it's a Dry Heat. They've got 3 lengths on the rest. Osprey now comes alongside Melvinized, My Compact, and Nighttime Trick. Who Dares and Sparkly Star Z, Linguistic Kelpie, and Bonfires coming on as they sweep around the far turn. Firework trying to get away from It's a Dry Heat. She's clinging tough. Osprey up into third and coming on. 5 lengths back to the rest of the field. My Compact, Melvinized is done. Desert Shield and Bonfires. They're into the stretch, and Firework is trying her best to hold on. Osprey the danger now. It's a Dry Heat, can't go by. They've got 4 lengths on My Compact back fourth. Osprey now. She takes over the lead, and she starts to run away. Firework can't go with her. It's a Dry Heat, but Osprey was awesome in the Bun Barrette. She wins it easily over Firework, It's a Dry Heat, My Compact, and Bonfires. The official winner is Osprey. A 2-year-old bay filly by Impacts out of Light in Her Eyes by Brilliance. A homebred for Lily Wilkins, who is now 3 for 4 lifetime. This is a nice filly. Tell her to me. Next up we have the boys. This is the Bunbury. Ooh, ouch. On the fence. One of the final runners for the late Stormy Peak, and this is Big George Foreman. The son of Impacts is 2 for 3 lifetime. Did win the Rillian Stakes earlier this year. Number 2, another Impacts here with Danny Derby's The Fool. He's unbeaten in 2 starts. He won the Magical Trevor last out, defeating Big George Foreman. Number 3, Saratoga Derby for David Faulkner. Another Impacts. 3 in a row. 2 for 3 for this one, coming off a stakes win. Number 4, Brian Levitt's Cats and Dogs. Temple of the Cat, the sire here. This one's unbeaten in 2 tries, but has never tried stakes company. Bushwhacker, the 5, was 3rd in that Magical Trevor Stakes after breaking his maiden with a 90. He's by, you'll never guess, Impacts. Backstabber, the 6 for Carol Hansen, is by Improvisational, 2 for 3 lifetime. This one is out of the very lovely mare, You Should See Me Cry. Number 7, Sensational Kiss. Joey, I hope you're having a bunch of those these days. The daughter of Improvisational is unbeaten in 2 starts, coming off a Grade 2 win in Japan. Number 8, another royally bred filly here. These are colts. These are colts. I forgot that these were colts. I'm so sorry. Menace for Andrew Chillen. This one is unbeaten in 3 starts, and he is by Still Fire. But he's also out of Suck Miss. Remember her? She won $3 million and was basically awesome. Giddy Up, the 9 for Jess Dowson. The son of Right Proof, out of one of my favorite mares in Baby Blub. This one broke her maiden. What is wrong with me? Broke his maiden with a 94. Coming off a loss, though, in a non-winners of 2. Let's see what he can do here. Number 10, Camberto for Scott Ziegler by Mostadov. Unbeaten in 2 tries, a stakes winner last out. Rounding out the field for Julia H. is Cillian. The son of only one is unbeaten in 2 tries. Won the Waterloo Stakes last out. That's the field for the Bunbury. They are pretty, though. So many of the horses tonight have amazing headshots already. They're off in the Bunbury. A good beginning for all but Giddy Up, who was one step slow. Cillian from the outside wants that lead, and then the Fool towards the inside, and those two are going to flash speed over Backstabber, who takes back third, and Saratoga Derby. Bushwhacker and Camberto, Menace and Giddy Up, then Big George Foreman, Cats and Dogs, and Sensational Kisses at the back, and they are very tightly grouped, just 5 lengths front to back. You could throw a blanket over them. The Fool now has a head in front of Cillian, and they're 1 length clear of Backstabber in third. Another length to Bushwhacker and Saratoga Derby. Camberto takes 6 and Menace is 7th. Big George Foreman, Cats and Dogs, and Giddy Up are 3 across the track. Sensational Kisses at the back. They run down the backstretch in the Bunbury, and it's the Fool leading Cillian and Backstabber and Bushwhacker. Saratoga Derby and Camberto. Then Menace and Big George Foreman. Giddy Up would need to do more, and they're sweeping into the far turn, and Cillian has regained the lead from the Fool. They've been trading it throughout. Backstabber is still third. Menace, the one coming on from mid-pack. Big George Foreman getting involved, and the rest are dropping back. It's Cillian and the Fool, and they go pounding down the stretch. Menace is up third. Backstabber, Big George Foreman, Giddy Up, and it's the Fool and Cillian, and they're right together. Cillian and the Fool, and they're gonna come to the wire right together. Cillian maybe got the bob over the Fool. Menace was third, Backstabber fourth, and Big George Foreman. The official winner is Cillian. A 2-year-old black colt by Only One out of Void Panther by Leopard. This is a Steward bred. Is that the first Steward bred winner tonight? It's pathetic. Owned by Julia H. Now unbeaten in 3 starts, and again has an amazing headshot. Very close between those top 2 runners. And now we move on to the juvenile fillies. But guys, I very carefully spread out these last 2 races because I knew they had full fields and I knew I was going to talk about them. And you know what that means? Snack time. That reminds me of the time I met Cillian Murphy, but I didn't know who he was. And we were in Ireland, and we were flying back from Irish racing, and Vincent was like freaking out. He's like, "That is Cillian Murphy sitting across from you," and I was like, "I don't know who that is." So that's my story. To be fair, that was 7 years ago. So 6.5 years ago, I guess. So it was before Oppenheimer. It's true, though. This is a true story. There were like 10 people at the gate. It was me, Vincent, a horse sports commenter guy from the UK, Cillian Murphy, and like 4 other people. True story. We have a field of 16. $2 million on the line for the Stewards Cup Juvenile Fillies. This field is amazing, as it is every single year. On the fence for Louise Bayou, the Zist filly Bless Your Heart. She's unbeaten in 2 tries. She is out of Millionaire Mare Southern Charm. She is a nice one. Number 2, Chris Barber's Blue Jay. This one's by Blueprint out of Blue Magic World, and I'm just really glad Chris didn't name it Blue Blue. Please no one do that, that's bad. 1 for 3, Broker Maiden with a 93. Number 3, Lifestream for Danny Derby, Royally Bred by Master of Deception out of Into the Unknown. she has a nice yearling colt. Okay, distracted. Lifestream broke her maiden first out with a 91, but was second last out. Number 4, the Morrigan for Andrew James. I freaking love this filly, and I hope Andrew sells her to me, or at least lets me borrow her. By Exist, she won the Grade 3 Untappable last out with a 100 speed figure. Number 5, Worship the Impure. Jack Meyer always with the best names. This daughter of Strange the Dreamer is out of Dunbar Road, unbeaten in 2 tries. Number 6, I cannot believe Randall got this name. Lightning McQueen is 2 for 4 a lifetime. She has never run in stakes company, however, she earned a 90, winning a non-winners of 3 last out. Number 7, Laughter of Lies is the filly that beat Livestream last out. Durzo Blint with this Daughter of Warder. This is the daughter of Waiting on a Miracle, the $2.8 million earner. Is this going to be her first big one? Number 8, Zalia for Rafa Usaz by Henry. 1 for 2 lifetimes. She was second last out in the Whitney Stakes. Number 9, Tyler for Mel Langford. The daughter of Light Song is unbeaten in 3 tries. She also won a barrier trial to kick things off. Freaking by 10 lengths. Dang. Number 10, the well-named Sky Shade for Laura Ferguson. Out of Light Lark, this $28 million Steward bred, okay, I missed that memo, is by Henry. She did win the Grade 1 Trap Stakes last out. Number 11, She's Got Plans for Gigi Go Faster by Blueprint. Unbeaten in 2 tries, she did win the Legacy Juvenile Filly Stakes in Maryland last out. Number 12, Light Up a Midnight Sky for Brianna McKenzie. This is the filly that won the Whitney Stakes and defeated Zalia that day. She's a $3 million Steward bred. She's by War Like Me, unbeaten in 2 tries. 13, Espoir for Ash Terracin. I really want them to let me borrow this horse as well. Unbeaten in 2 starts, a dual stakes winner. This is a filly by War Like Me, out of Hope Like Fire, a millionaire mare. Number 14, Healing is a Miracle for Tim Matthews. Oh, these pedigrees! This one's a Mace out of Dances with Wolves. She's unbeaten in 2 tries, and you might remember that Dances with Wolves, a $2 million earner, won the Stewards Cup Distaff 3 years back. Number 15, I'm a Lover, Not a Fighter for Yulene Sarah. This daughter of Master of Deception is 2 for 3 lifetime. She did win a stakes with the 92, and she is out of $2.9 million earner. I'm a Shake It In Your Face. How come this one doesn't have a headshot, Sarah? Am I working you too hard? Rounding out the field is Siren for Serenity Sky, a daughter of Illicit Affairs, 1 for 3 lifetimes. She did lose to Espoir last out. She was unlucky to lose her maiden race. This is a very nice filly out of a Dave Matthews Band mare. That is your field. 1 minute to post. Get your bets in. And then we have one race left. Yes, Sarah. She needs to earn it. Thank you for doing headshots, Sarah. If Nina's in here, thank you for doing them too. I love my team at work. They're an amazing team, and we work super hard. But man, my graphics girl, she's a freaking champion. I don't know how she does any of the things she does because I am not artistically minded. So I'll be like, make a horsey do the running with the words and prettiness. And she does, and it looks amazing. And I'm like, wow. That's how I feel about our headshot artists. They are amazing because I can't do what they do. Graphic design is so fun. No, it is the worst. It's post time for the juvenile fillies. They're off. 1 step slow for Zalia, so too Bless Your Heart, but that one is hustled hard, and Bless Your Heart's going to go to the front end, joined by Skyshade from the way outside. The Morrigan in between them and Healing is a Miracle is wide. Blue Jay and Laughter of Lies, then Siren. Espoir, I'm a Lover, Not a Fighter is hung out wide, then Lightning McQueen. Zalia and Lifestream worship the impure. Tyler light up a midnight sky. She's Got Plans is at the back of the field. It is Bless Your Heart who's leading this field by a length over Sky Shade and the Morrigan. Healing is a Miracle and 3 back to Blue Jay in 5th. Laughter of Lies and Siren Espoir. I'm a Lover Not a Fighter, Zalia, Lightning McQueen, Lifestream, and then Tyler. And they're running down the backstretch with 4.5 furlongs left to run. Bless Your Heart and Sky Shade, the Morrigan, those 3 are still leading. Healing is a Miracle drops back just a little bit because here comes Espoir, who's moving up. So too, I'm a Lover Not a Fighter, and Laughter of Lies, then Lifestream from the back. And it's Bless Your Heart rounding the turn to the top of the stretch. She's ahead of Sky Shade and the Morrigan. Espoir is coming on strongly. I'm a Lover Not a Fighter, Laughter of Lies, and Healing is a Miracle, and they're still chasing Bless Your Heart, and she's still leading by a length. Bless Your Heart is opened up now on Sky Shade and Espoir. Those 2 are right together. The Morrigan back 4th, and I'm a Lover Not a Fighter, but it's Bless Your Heart who had it all her own way to win the Juvenile Fillies. Bless Your Heart by a length over Espoir, Sky Shade, the Morrigan, and I'm a Lover Not a Fighter. Heart was blessed. The official winner is Bless Your Heart, a 2-year-old bay filly by Zist out of Southern Charm by Napoleon. A homebred for Louise Bayou, who is now unbeaten in 3 starts. I feel like Louise has won this race a billion times. It's probably like once, but it feels like a lot of times. I'm scrolling through and it might be a lie. No one wants to hear me scroll through to see if she's won this race before. I swear she had. Dang, girls won way too many Stewards Cups. She needs to share. Yeah, she won it with Marie Laveau 11 years ago. So take that. I was on the right track. We've come to the final race of the night. Well, of this broadcast. And we have a field of 15 running in the $2 million Stewards Cup Juvenile. What a field. These are your future Derby contenders. On the fence for Randall Allen is the Lily Wilkins bred Going Nowhere Fast. War Like Me, the sire here, out of a Mace mare, 1 for 2 lifetime, broke his maiden with a 90. Number 2, maybe the best bred horse in the field, and this is USS Springfield for Eric Nalbone. The son of Mace is out of Schuylkill. He's unbeaten in 2 tries, and obviously this is the brother to the likes of Kelsey, Goldfinch, Christopher Robin, and Pittsburgh. Number 3, Vivi for Danny Derby. The son of Mace is out of Arundel, 1 for 2 lifetime, broke his maiden with a 91. Lost to Comeback Kid last out. Is Comeback Kid in this race? No, Comeback Kid ran last week, I think. Number 4, Condor for Chris Barber. The son of Blueprint is unbeaten in 2 tries. He is out of Stakes Producer, Poacher's Pocket. Number 5, Orwellian for Gigi Go Faster. The son of Cody's Wish is unbeaten in 2. He won the Thriller Stakes last out with a 93. He should love the distance. Number 6, Serenity Sky trying to make it 2 on the night with Ascension. The son of Light Song is out of Ash, $5.5 million. 4th in a grade 1 last out, but before that was unbeaten. Number 7, Kyber for Cleopatra. I love this horse. Unbeaten in 3 tries. He ran a 101 when winning the Awake As I Am Stakes 2 back. Gigi also has the 8, Sea War by Orlando. Get it? Get it? I get it. Maybe it's not meant to be that funny. Unbeaten in 2 starts, won the Breakbill Stakes last out over a horse that is in this race. Throne of Skulls. Nope, I skipped Sabertooth Tiger. Sorry, Andrew. Number 9 is Sabertooth Tiger for Andrew James, the son of American Icon, is out of the Dodo. And he won, dang, this horse is fast as heck. Broke his maiden with a 104 and then won the California Chrome with a 101. Number 10, Throne of Skulls, again with the names Jack Meyer, with the son of Bringer of War, who's 1 for 2 lifetime. 2nd behind Orwellian last out in that Thriller Stakes. Number 11, Farewell to War for Steve Levitt. The son of War Like Me cost $4.3 million. He's still a maiden in 3 starts. Can he get it done today? Number 12, Yulene has Wall Street Bull. The son of war like me is just 1 for 2, broke his maiden in his second try with a 92 speed figure, and his stablemate is right alongside. This is Believe in Greatness by Instinctive Belief, 1 for 3 lifetime, 5th behind USS Springfield last out. Here is the horse who lost to Sea War, and that is Oh My God on Toast for Autumn Black Mill. Oh, it's that pedigree. All the time in the world is the sire, and he's out of a Prince Louder mare. 1 for 2 lifetime, broke his maiden with a 96. Rounding out the field in the juvenile, Serial Arsonist. Fantastic name. Brian Levitt with the son of Illicit Affairs. Unbeaten in 2 starts. Won the Persevere Stakes last out. 3 minutes to go for the juvenile. I'm going to name a horse Toaster in the bathtub. Okay, that is not okay. I mean, I appreciate it. Pronounced Vivi. Okay, so not Vivi. Also, why is it a colt? Pad Thai, chicken and shrimp, going in my face. Listen to me chew. That's rude. I'm going to mute it. Show us your food. Why do you want to see my food? I don't have a camera or anything. Well, you guys haven't really said who you like here except for Oh My God on Toast, which I feel like would be a very popular victory. You know me, I'm just clamoring to find out who the next Derby winner is, which apparently is the day before the Belmont. I actually don't like toast, but I can't say that out loud because my husband is British, and I don't think I'd be allowed to sleep in the bed. Jess Dowson says, I'm British and I hate toast. Jess, do you also hate beans? Because I hate beans too. And jam. He wants to know if you hate jam or if you like jam. Well, how could you even eat jam? What do you put it on if not toast? She can't go to bed. She's listening to the Stewards Cup. Leave her alone. Nicole Marie hates beans. Jess hates beans. Lily Wilkins says it's an inferior breakfast. Oh, but Jess does like jam on crackers. Beans are gross. The whole chat room's in agreement. No beans. Lily, true story. One time he was making dinner and he served roast potatoes with a side of mashed potatoes. And I was like, did you just prepare 2 different kinds of potatoes? And he was like, yeah. Like, that's normal. Pretty sure they're into the potato thing. Alright, guys. It's post time for the juvenile. A field of 15 set to go. Who will be the Derby favorite? They're off. A great beginning in the juvenile, and Saber-Tooth Tiger flashing speed to quickly take the lead. Ascension and Kyber, then Orwellian and Going Nowhere Fast. Condor and Vivi, then Sea War. Oh My God on Toast is in 9th, and USS Springfield takes back 10th. Believe in Greatness and Wall Street Bull. Farewell to War, Serial Arsonist, and Throne of Skulls is at the back of the field. Saber-Tooth Tiger, and he's clear now by 2 lengths over Ascension and Kyber. Orwellian and Going Nowhere Fast. Condor and Vivi are right together. Oh My God on Toast sits 8th. Then Sea War, who's got 3 lengths on Wall Street Bull. Believe in Greatness and USS Springfield, who's well back. Farewell to War, a length to Serial Arsonist, and Throne of Skulls is at the back. They've got less than 5 furlongs to run, and it's Saber-Tooth Tiger the leader. Orwellian is moving up through the field. Ascension is starting to drop back. Then comes Kyber coming on, and Condor, Vivi, and Sea War. They round the far turn, and it's Saber-Tooth Tiger. He's 4 lengths clear over Orwellian and Kyber. Those two right together, Ascension and Vivi. USS Springfield is coming on, and Condor, Sea War, and oh my god, on toast. They're into the stretch, and it's Saber-Tooth Tiger, and he's still the leader. Kyber is coming at him with every stride. Orwellian, they're 2 lengths clear of Ascension and USS Springfield. It's Saber-Tooth Tiger. He needs the wire. Kyber gaining with every step. Orwellian, it's Saber-Tooth Tiger who holds on in the juvenile over Kyber, Orwellian, Ascension, USS Springfield, and Condor. The official winner by a head, Saber-Tooth Tiger. A 2-year-old black colt, nope, that's a lie, Dark Bay, I don't know why I said black, by American Icon, out of the Dodo by Alonzi. He's a homebred for Andrew James, and he's now unbeaten in 3 tries. And guys, I don't know how I feel about this, because I thought Andrew James was only allowed to win mile races. I feel like we've had that conversation every single year, that he's only allowed to win mile races. And this race is a dirt route derby prep. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Lily. That's what I'm saying. Andrew, you have some explaining to do. Yeah, Vincent says you're trespassing. Wait, who is in the edge, Andrew or this horse? Oh, we can't talk about that. We can't talk about the edge. Oh, oh. Guys, it's been a pleasure. I will see you in a few hours. You won't want to miss it. If I don't show up, it's because I snoozed my alarm or turned it off and forgot to get up. But for people who actually show up, there's probably going to be prizes. Because that's how strongly I feel about calling Asian races, unless I fall asleep. Happy week 16, guys. One more day left to go. And congratulations, Andrew. Sorry we gave you so much trouble. But not that sorry. Because this is not your territory.